Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Love, Truth, and Wisdom Tarot Guidance. I am here today to bring you another pick a card reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So today's topic is going to be, what are your spiritual gifts and abilities? So this is going to be a fun one. So we all are born with spiritual gifts and abilities. Some are just more aware, some use their gifts, some don't. So we're just going to look into what are your spiritual gifts and abilities. Are you using them? Are you aware of them? And maybe you'll find out some ones that you're not aware that you have, or you're not aware that were a spiritual gift or ability. So honestly, anything that benefits you and helps you to serve your mission here on earth is a spiritual gift or an ability. But we'll just see what comes up. So we have 3 piles here. Feel free to pick more than one pile if you feel guided to do so. This is a general reading, so not all the messages will resonate, and that is perfectly okay. Also, this is timeless, so whenever you find this is when you're meant to hear these messages. I want to say thank you all who have liked and shared and subscribed and supported my channel and got readings from me. I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and thank you for helping me support my channel and support my work. And I love doing this, and I hope you all enjoy these readings and they continue to resonate with you in the future. So without further ado, let's get on to your reading. Okay, my first pile. So if you chose this pile, this is your reading for what are your spiritual gifts and abilities. And this is really cool. The first thing I was picking up is that your voice, your truth, you have a voice that needs to be shared. And I don't know, because we do have the canary spirit here. It is in reverse, which means I don't think you're aware of this, or you kind of suppress this spiritual gift or ability. But it says sing your own song. So for some of you, you could be songwriters. You could not be aware that you can write songs. Whatever it is you do, it's about your voice. It's about communication. So your voice is very powerful. Your communication is very powerful. You can make a lot of people listen. You can make a lot of people, you can help a lot of people, but you can lead a lot of people with your voice, whether it's through singing, through songwriting, any type of communication style. I just feel like your gift is your communication, how you communicate, what you communicate. I do really feel for a lot of you, it could be singing. I feel like you love music or something like that, or you could just write music or something, but you don't think it's a spiritual gift. You don't really pay that much attention to it. I do feel like you suppress it even sometimes. I do also feel like you suppress your voice sometimes. Like, you don't think your voice can be heard, or you don't think you have a voice in a situation or in a particular area of your life, but you do. Like, when you speak, I don't think you're aware of how much you influence whoever you're speaking to in whatever way you communicate, whether it's through written communication or verbal communication. Like, when you communicate with people, others listen. So you could have a blog, you could have an Instagram channel where you speak, you could be a tarot reader, like I said, you could be a singer or something like that, but your voice influences a lot of people, and I don't think you're aware to how much your voice really influences people, because I do feel like you suppress it, or you're trying to sing, or you're trying to communicate the way other people communicate, but you have a very particular way of communicating. You have a very particular, even if you don't think it's popular, even if you don't think it's the right, quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes, right way to communicate, there's no right and wrong, in terms of like your spiritual gifts. Like, your gift is to communicate, and you communicate however it comes across, however you feel is the right way to communicate. And I do feel like you suppress it, or you try to communicate in another way where it's not authentic. It's not coming from your heart, because I do feel like a lot of people need to and want to hear what you have to say, how you feel about a situation. Even if you're talking about a particular situation and it's not popular, or it's not popular for you to believe a certain thing, or for you to kind of, it's not popular for you to believe a certain thing, but it's not popular, but a lot of people believe what you believe, and a lot of people think how you think. Even, it doesn't matter if it's not popular, if like the people that you're talking to don't agree with you. There's someone out there who agrees with you. Like, not everyone's gonna believe the same thing. Is gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have a particular voice, you have a particular audience that you need to communicate with, that you need to share something that your audience needs to hear, your spiritual audience, those souls that are tied to yours that want to hear what you have to say. I do feel like you're very much a leader in communication, and this could be a leader in communication of justice, of what's fair and what's right, like making just decisions, doing what you know is right, communicating what you know is right in your heart, even if it doesn't make sense to other people, even if it's coming from a different perspective. We all have different perspectives and beliefs for a reason, and we should be open to all those perspectives. Even if we don't agree, we don't have to agree, but as long as they're not hurting anyone and you're not hurting yourself, there's nothing wrong with your perspective, because I do feel like you have a very particular perspective about an issue, or about something, or a particular way you communicate that's not popular, quote unquote, like whatever, that's not maybe it's not in high demand. Maybe a lot of people don't really, you believe a lot of people don't care about what you have to say or what you have to sing or how you write or something like that. But whatever you're telling yourself is not true. There is an audience for you. You have a way to communicate. There are people that want to hear from you. There are people that need to hear what you have to say. And I do feel like you really hide behind a story that you tell yourself, or you hide behind certain things. You could be a really good storyteller. You could write books, want to write books or children's books or something like that. But whatever it is, you hide behind it. You suppress it a lot because you just feel like it's so different, and you think you're too different. And you think if people really knew how you felt, or what you felt about the situation, or how you want to communicate, or what you feel in terms of like, this could be writing a book or singing or something, that you feel like people aren't going to resonate with it. And that's not true. You have an audience, like I said. You have people that need to hear from you, that want to hear what you have to say. You have a very special voice. You have like a very unique and very just a very unique way to express yourself and express your truth and express what you believe that other people need to hear, so you can encourage other people. And I do feel like, especially with this canary spirit, you care what other people think too much, I feel. And this is also saying, but it's innate within you, like your spiritual ability is where it's because you have such a gift. You also have the gift of not caring what other people think, but you're suppressing it. So you're starting to care what other people think, and then you're not expressing your gift. You're kind of like throwing away the gift, like really like just like dashing it aside and kind of following the crowd, basically. Because you're afraid to express your honest, authentic self. And even though not everyone will agree with you, obviously we can't please everyone, but and not everyone want to hear what you have to say, or accept your uniqueness, or accept your difference, whatever. But that's why you're put here, is because to kind of shake things up, to express yourself, to tell people what you believe. Because like I said, there are people that believe what you believe, that follow what you follow, who need to hear what you have to say, who want to hear your unique truth, because it's also their unique truth. So I do feel like you're a very, very strong, powerful leader in the way you communicate your dreams, your visions, because it will relate to other people who don't have the courage. And you have the courage, you just suppress it, or you ignore it, or you just let other people's opinions of you get in the way, and you just ignore your gift. We all do it at some point in time, but I'm letting you know, like, you have a very unique voice, and you need to share your voice. Now, we do have a couple cards here that speak about a love partnership or a soulmate type vibe. So I do feel a couple different things. So the first thing I'm getting here is that when you let go of hiding yourself, basically, when you reveal your true self, you become your authentic self, that is when you will meet your love partner. That is when you will meet your soulmate. You have a very specific person that you're meant to be with. This person also has is very we all have spiritual gifts, but this person is going to bring to you another side or another gift of yours that you were unaware of. I feel like this person is going to open a lot of doors for you. It's also going to be a romantic partner. It could possibly be a business partner or a friendship, but there's a very particular and specific person you're meant to be with that is going to help you with your gifts. That is a gift. That is your spiritual gift. Your spiritual gift is to be in a romantic relationship, to partner up with someone. We're all meant to be with someone for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime. But there is a particular person, a soulmate energy, that I see very clearly here that you're meant to be with. This person is sent to you. It's specifically designed for you. It is your gift. It is the gift. The spirit is handing you this gift because this person is going to help you prioritize yourself. This person is going to help you prioritize. This person is going to bring a more playful approach to your natural abilities of communication. I do feel like this person's, like I said, is going to open a lot of doors for you in terms of your communication. This person's going to help you be able to make decisions. This person is just going to remind you of yourself. I'm hearing this person is definitely a soulmate, maybe even a twin flame divine counterpart, but you need to get the ball rolling with expressing your truth a little bit. And the more you do it, the more you'll attract an audience, and you're going to attract this person through your communication, through whatever you're talking about, whatever you're singing about, whatever you're writing about. This person's going to help you balance out things a lot in your life, because I do feel like a sense of imbalance. But you're let me just say this, you're naturally a balanced person and naturally a very fair and just person. Could be a Libra, you don't have to be, where you can make sure decisions. But I think you've been taught and you've been conditioned by the people around you that you're not this way, and you are this way, but you've just been like told so many times, like, no one wants to hear your voice, or you can't sing, or you can't write, or, no one cares what you think, no one cares what you believe, something like that. I think you've just been told so many times that it's just, you've just suppressed it, which it happens, honestly. Like, almost everyone has been told things that are have been told things about themselves that aren't true. So I think you've just kind of, and you're gonna be told things about yourself that aren't true, but you have to get really solid in yourself. You have to get really grounded in yourself and know yourself enough to know, like I said, not everyone's gonna believe what you believe. Not everyone's gonna resonate with you, and that's okay. You still have to be yourself. You can't suppress yourself anymore, is basically what I'm saying. And you have been, and this person coming in is going to help you not suppress yourself. They're really going to be encouraging. They're going to empower you. They're going to believe in you, and it's going to make you just be more of who you are and heal. And by healing, I mean just really releasing yourself from all these conditions that were placed upon you before you met this person, that you were already on that track to, but you have to start the path. You have to start that path forward. You have to make a conscious and consistent decision to want to be able to speak your truth, and just practice little bits here and there. Maybe you start a blog, maybe you start an Instagram channel where you speak or you sing or you show your writing, or whatever the case may be. Just start it, and you will attract an audience that will support you. And through that, you're going to attract your person, because you have a very, I can't even stress this enough, of soulmate who is going to help you. Like, this is your gift, is this soulmate. Like, the soulmate is your gift. Like, it's really, really sweet. I do feel like another spiritual gift of yours, or spiritual ability, is that you have the ability to balance things, to see both sides of a situation, and I feel like maybe that was something that was suppressed within you, because maybe you were taught very like codependent behaviors of where you have to take a side. There is a right and there's a wrong. And I feel like to you, the right can be wrong and the wrong can be right if you look at it from a different perspective. And I feel like you have a very specific way, the way you look at things, but it's not popular. It's just kind of like, because everyone is all into like what's right and what's wrong, and they have every right to do so, but you see honestly both sides to a situation. And I feel like that's something you've been suppressing, because you don't want people to think of you one way, or to hate you, or to kind of disagree with you, or rock the boat or something. And that in spirit world there's no right or wrong. Like, everything has its reason, everything has its purpose, and I feel like that's where you're at here. And you want to start communicating that, but you're scared that it won't be taken lightly, because everyone else is honestly like in their ego and in a space where they just, this is this and this is this is right and this is wrong, this is black and this is white. And you know that there's gray, that there's gray in the black and there's gray in the white. Like, to come together, white and black make gray. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have a very unique way of looking at situations, looking at unfairness, looking at injustices, and you want to express it the way you want to. And through you expressing this, you will find someone, a partner, a romantic partner, who it has the exact same vision, has the exact same unique quality to them, how they see the world. And I feel like you've been feeling alone, like you felt alone, but you're not alone. You have a particular person you're supposed to be with. And I feel like intuitively, that like that's your gift. Like, you're supposed to be with a specific person, and maybe that's why it's not working out with the person you're with now or in the past, because like there is a very divine specific person you're supposed to be with. So I do feel like naturally you have a really natural ability or spiritual gift to balance situations, to see both sides of situations. You're very compassionate. You're very heartfelt. You're very romantic. You have a romantic side that I feel like you also suppress. Maybe you want to write romantic novels or romantic books or something, and people just, maybe you've told people, or you just feel like people won't resonate with it, but they will. Like, your vision when it comes to romance, injustices, whatever the case may be, people need to hear it. I'm just getting that strongly. Like, people need to hear what you have to say, whether you want to be a romantic songwriter or a romantic song singer. Like, people need to hear it, because you're very romantic. You're very, like, and you care about children a lot. I feel like you care about what children listen to, what children read, what children hear. Like, you really want to pay attention to, or you really want to give attention to making sure children get the right idea about the world around them, about the universe, about Earth, about music, about writing, about books, about TV, whatever the case may be. Like, you just have a very strong tie to children. I feel like you're almost sent here to protect the children growing up in this world. Like, the babies and everything. Like, you like indigo children, very sensitive children, very like spiritually aligned children. Because I feel like you could be an indigo child, which means like you're very sensitive, you're very spiritual, you were a very spiritual child, like you're a starseed basically. And I feel like you're sent here to talk to other starseed children who don't have the support, who don't have like people around them who understand them, who blame them or disrespect them because they're different or because they see the world differently. Like, you're sent to protect them. Like, that is your gift, like to protect the children, protect the earth, protect righting of wrongs, and give people a different perspective to a situation, give people a different side to a situation. And like I said, not everyone will agree with you, but you need to speak it for yourself, because through that you'll find your passion, through that you'll find your partner, through that you will be more balanced into yourself, you'll become more of yourself. Because for a long time I feel like you were told who you were and you believed it, and that's not who you are. Like, innately who you are, but you listen to other people. And your gift is that you have the ability to not listen to other people, to not care what other people think, but you're suppressing it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I just feel like you're a very just person. You're a very playful person at heart as well. And I feel like that's something you've suppressed. I honestly feel like you suppress a lot of these gifts. Like, you just kind of ignore it, or you just go with the status quo because it's what's popular right now. And you can't do that anymore. Like, that's, like, you have a voice that needs to be heard. I do feel like you can stand up for your beliefs. I don't know if you have been, but you have the ability to do so in a very compassionate and a very balanced way. Like, you're not gonna rock a lot of boats, because you come about it in a very diplomatic way. I do feel like what is right for you. You know that you can't tell other people what's right for them. Like, they have to figure it out, they have to decide. And so you kind of give that message where it's almost like you want to tell people, like, what's right for you, so do it. You don't have to follow the crowd. I feel like you're on a unique path where a lot of people are going to follow you because you don't follow the crowd. Maybe you have, but you're not supposed to be right now. That's not your mission right now. Your mission is to kind of create your own path, the path less traveled, because it's very balanced and it's very just, and we need more balance in the world. We need more just people in the world. We need people to see things from a compassionate point of view and not just see something as right or wrong. We need people to see, like, you do what's right for you is what's right for the world, and not what's right, not in terms of what's right and wrong and like what's bad and good, but what is right for you will be right for others. You're kind of like on that. I feel like that's the message you want to send out, or that's how you feel, and you're just afraid to send that message out. But that's your power, that's your spiritual ability, that is your gift to the universe, is to bring balance to people, to tell people that it's okay to be balanced. You don't have to take a side. You do what's right for you, and that will reflect an energy and a frequency as to everyone else doing what's right for them, as long as they're not hurting anyone, as long as they're not hurting themselves. Doing what's right for you is never going to hurt someone else, ever. So that's like a really weird misconception that has been romanticized in the world, and and be deemed as like selfish and all sorts of stuff, and that's not the case. And I feel like that, but you saying that, or you putting that out there, I think you're afraid of like the backlash you may get. And you're always going to get backlash by being yourself, because like I said, you can't make everyone happy, but you need to do it because you're setting the tone for other people, for other children to follow that path, for other people who have believed that, who feel the way you feel but don't have the courage to do so. You have the courage to do so. You have the courage to speak your truth, to create this new path of balance and just and standing up for your beliefs, even if they're unpopular, even if they're deemed as bad or wrong. You don't care. You know what I'm saying? You have to do what's right for you, because at the end of the day, we all have the same ending. And at the end of the day, you have to answer to one person, which is your higher self, your God, your source, your creator, whatever you call that higher power. So just remember that moving forward. But yeah, so that is what I see for you guys. I hope this was helpful and I hope this resonated. If not, you can check out another pile, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Okay, my second pile. So this is your reading for what are your spiritual gifts and abilities. And your spiritual gift and ability is the fact that you are a very compassionate and giving leader. I really do feel like your gift is that you lead through example. I do feel like you've been through a lot in your past, and you've been through a lot of hurt and a lot of sadness, and you have healed. And I do feel like even like for some of you, one of your gifts is to be a healer of other people who have been through some hurts or some past, or just something that you feel or that you felt like, or that anyone has felt like they just can't get past, they can't get over. They're not the same person, and we're never the same person after something, hurtful has happened to us. But I feel like you're like a phoenix rising. Like you really inspire people to get over past hurts, past sadness, and like forgiveness. I do feel like you're a leader in forgiveness, you're a leader in compassion, you're a leader of grace and of gratitude. I really do feel like you have the spiritual ability to make people feel at home within themselves and with you. You make people feel comfortable. You make people feel like they've known you for a really long time. You're also really like, I really do feel like you're a very giving person. You have a lot of grace with you. You have a lot of gratitude to give. You're a very gracious person. Like you're just very grateful for everything. And I do feel like you inspire a lot of people. I feel like they don't talk about it or they don't let you know, but you inspire a lot of people through your actions, through your work, through your leadership. You're a very much lead by example type of person. You're more of a leader where like you want to let people know to you're not like a do as I say, not as I do type of person. You're more of like watch me and then you can follow me through my actions type of person. You know what I'm saying? But definitely I do feel like you just make people feel at home. You give people a sense of ease. You make people feel like, I don't know, I feel like when people talk to you or when people like come near you and they have just maybe had a really bad day or a lot of pain they're going through, they just feel so comfortable telling you stuff, so comfortable with you. You make people feel at ease. You make people feel safe for however they're feeling, whatever they're feeling, especially through their pain. You make people feel safe through their pain, through their sadness. You heal people just through your comfort, just through your grace, through your gratitude. I feel like you're a very thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible person. You make time for other people as well. Like you're very giving with your time, your effort, all of that stuff, and you just deal with pain in a very unique way. And maybe you don't realize that this is a spiritual gift, but not everyone deals with pain obviously the same way. You deal with it through grace. It's almost like you just accept it and you're still confident within yourself. You still know that you deserve the best no matter what pain, what hurt, what sadness has transpired in your life. You're still giving. If you've been hurt in love, you still believe in love. You still give love. You still see through the eyes of love. I do feel like you just deal with challenges in a very kind and a very understanding manner, and it just inspires people to be the same. They're just like, wow, if this person has been through all this, then I can do this, this, and this. And I feel like you're very passionate and you're just very self-assured within yourself. You're very much a leader. Like that is your gift, like is to lead people to know that no matter what has happened to them, no matter what they go through or what they've gone through, they deserve the best. They still can be self-assured. They still can handle experiences with grace and gratitude and in a kind of understanding manner. You don't have to let hurt deter you or ruin you or make you something that you're not. You remind people of you by you just being yourself, and the way you get through challenging circumstances or situations. You remind people that you are more than your circumstance. You're more than your situations. You are more than the story you tell yourself. You're more than what has happened to you. You're a child of source, God, creator, whatever you deem as your higher power, and you know that you deserve the best. And I feel like that is where you lead people to understand the same thing about themselves. So you have a really unique spiritual gift where it's like you remind people who they are, despite what they've been through, despite what they've been told, despite what they have gone through. And you, like I said, you make people feel at home. I do feel like you feel at home within your own skin, and you've just always had this self-assured nature about yourself. And a lot of people may take that as like maybe stuck up, or that you're on your high horse, or that you're just better than other people, and you still like give them love. You still send them gratitude. You still know where that's coming from. You don't let hurt people hurt you or deter you from who you are. Like, you know the laws of the universe, and you know that hurt people, and you know that when someone is spitting like shade at you, or coming at you with hate or egotistical things, you know that that's coming from a place where they're hurting, they're sad. And so you don't take it on, you don't take it personally. And people around you see that, and they're just like, how do you do that? How do you not take on someone's hate towards you personally? How do you forgive so easily? How do you continue to walk with grace and continue to give to people who have been mean to you or have hurt you? And you just do it because you know who you are. You have always known who you are. You've always been at home in your own skin, and you just made people also feel that way as too. And it's really kind, and it's really sweet. I'm just getting such a very powerful but quiet, subdued gift of you. Like, I feel like you're very flashy or anything. You kind of just do you, and through you doing you and minding your business and staying in your lane, like, you inspire other people to do the same. And they don't tell you this, they just watch you in awe. They're just like, you are just so gracious and so giving and so big-hearted and so sensitive. You're also very creative and very passionate. I do feel like you get bored easily. So when you're passionate about something, you go for it. And even if it doesn't work out, you don't let it deteriorate you. You don't let failures get to your heart. You don't let every win get to your head. You don't let every pain get to your heart. You kind of see it as what it is, reflect upon it, forgive it, and you move forward with grace and gratitude. So I do think you think things through carefully, though. Like, you're not as you're spontaneous, but you do think things through before you move forward. I do feel like you're all about timing. You believe timing is everything. Like, timing is like, like everything to you. Like, you really believe in like perfect timing, like divine timing. I do feel like there's a lot of sudden things that happen to you, and you just take it on with grace. You take it on with compassion and thoughtfulness and creativity. Like, even heartbreak, or even like any disappointing thing that happens to you, because I do feel like sudden things happen to you, or maybe sudden things have just been happening to you a lot, and you've been taking them on with grace and gratitude. I really do feel like you're aware of this gift. Like, you know who you are. You know that you're a leader. You know you're supposed to lead with divine love. You just know who you are. You just know you're a divine and passionate and fiery and confident person. But you're very thoughtful about it. You're very welcoming. You don't put people off too much. And I feel like the people that you do put off are just jealous that you're so in tune with yourself, or so like you just know yourself so well that you just, everything. I just feel like you have an attitude where everything, is temporary, and you have an attitude of where like everything can leave you at a sudden moment, because I feel like you've experienced a lot of loss in your life, and you just know not to get too attached to things. The law of detachment, I feel like, may be a very big law for you, where you just accept things and appreciate things for who they are and what they can give you and what they do for you, and then you move on. You just don't take it personally. You don't take anything personally. If you're not aware of this gift, this is a gift for you. Like, you're this person that doesn't take things personally. You don't need to. And even if you're not aware of it, I feel like you innately know, but you may like suppress it, or choose to kind of follow the crowd and choose to like hold heartache or hold pain in your heart because everyone else is, and everyone's just like, oh my god, you should never forgive that person. And even though you innately know like you should forgive this person so you can move on, you may hold on to it because you don't want to seem weird or something. But I feel like that's for a very few of you. I feel like most of you know, like, you don't take on, you forgive and you release and you detach a lot, and you just live your life the way that you see fit for you, and you live your life with gratitude and grace, like I said, and just a lot of confidence in yourself, a lot of confidence in your abilities. You're very confident in the way you approach situations and people. Like, I don't know, I just get like, you just really feel at home. You make people feel at home. You invite people in, and even if they treat you the worst, you still send them love and light. You still want them to be happy and healthy. You may not allow them in your space anymore, but you still, you never have a bad word to say about someone, or you never really hold on to like resentments or anything like that. You really just see things for what they are, and you see people for who they are, and you just are very into your own business, are into your own self-awareness, self-compassion, self-love. You're very just into yourself, because like when you're better, it makes the world better. You are very into like be the change that you want to see in the world. When you are acting the way you want to see other people act, yeah, you know what I'm saying. When you want to see other people be gracious and be in a sense of gratitude and be passionate, self-assured, that you have to reflect that to them, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I was a little a little like off the charts there, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you just know, like, mirroring is a big thing here. Like, you just know that you have to be the change you want to see in the world, like I was saying. So yeah, that is your spiritual gift and ability. You're just very confident. You can transmute a lot of pain. You can forgive easily, despite, even if you think you can't, you have that ability to do so. You have that ability to forgive easily, to be passionate, to go after your passions, to be a leader, to be a passionate leader, to be adventurous, to try new things. Not without thought, though. You're very gracious, and you're very giving, and you're very warm, and you're very nurturing. You love animals. Another gift of yours is to take care of animals, because I see a lot of animals here. We have a turkey, and then we have some horses, so you could love horses or something like that. Like, you have a special connection to horses, so I don't know if you have like a special thing with horses, like you love horses, but that's a gift, a spiritual gift that spirit has provided for you, that your source creator has given you, because take care of horses. Like, you could want a farm or something. I'm getting like farm vibes. Like, you could want a farmhouse, or you could want to live in a farm or be a farmer. Like, it's something with earth, something with taking care of Mother Earth and taking care of others, and just making people feel at home. I'm getting here, and making time for those people that you care about, despite if they've hurt you in the past. You don't hold grudges, is what I'm seeing. Probably what I've been trying to say is that you don't hold grudges. You allow change to happen, and you work with it, you flow with it, and you don't let it get to you don't let it dim your light or dim you down. You're very into personal growth. Like, you're always looking to grow and to evolve and to be a better person. You're very abundant. You can manifest things really quickly as well through your actions. Your actions speak louder than your words. Let's just say that. But your actions come from your words. So you're very action oriented, and you manifest through that. You're always looking for a new beginning. You're always into new beginnings. You just know the cycles of endings and new beginnings, and you appreciate endings and you appreciate new beginnings, and that's just the cycle of life. That's just the way the world is, this earth is, and you just appreciate it, and you go with it, and you just don't take anything too personally. You don't take anything too seriously, because you know the truth behind it. I feel like you're very intuitive. You're very clairvoyant. You could be like an earth angel or starseed or something like that. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing for your spiritual gifts and abilities. So I hope this resonated. If not, you can check out another pile for more messages, and I'm sending you guys so much love and light. I'll talk to you guys later, and take care. Okay, pile 3. So this is your reading for what are your spiritual gifts and abilities. And the first thing I was picking up here is that one, you're a very powerful manifester. Like, you can manifest anything into your reality. You have very powerful thoughts. So I don't know if you're aware of this or not. I feel like you might be, where it's just like anything that you think or say, it just comes to you, you're very abundant. Like, you can attract abundance very quickly and very easily to you, just through the power of your thought, just through the power of just what you have to say. I feel like you have a lot of resources to you, just inner resources. Like, you have all the tools you need to create the abundance that you want, and it is part of your spiritual gift and spiritual ability. I feel like you're a hard worker. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm like losing my voice. You're a hard worker, you're skilled, you get rewarded for your work a lot. I feel like you get promoted a lot, or you just like anytime you want a promotion, you just think about it, you do your job, and then you get promoted really easily or something like that. Like, you just are very abundant. You don't have a hard time attracting abundance. Now, if you're being like, yeah, right, I don't know what you're talking about, like, I don't even know what you're saying, I feel like this is a gift that you're not aware of completely. That, and it's because it comes with your thoughts, because I do feel like you can have some conflicting thoughts sometimes about abundance or about the timing of abundance. Like maybe you need a certain amount of abundance or money or prosperity at a specific time, and you feel like it doesn't come in until like after the fact or something like that. So I feel like that could be something, and it just comes down to like timing. You have like something with time. So you're very a time, like divine timing, or you believe that everything has their divine time, like there's no need to rush. But then again, it's like it's like you believe like everything happens when it's supposed to, but then also it's like when you need something, you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just kind of like that. But I do feel like you're very competitive as well, which is also a spiritual gift, because you go after what you want and you're a hard worker, but you go after it through the mind. Like you're very logical in your perceptions. Like you're very, like, one, you're very magical. So I don't know if you're aware. I feel like some of you are aware and some of you don't, or some of you just don't realize how magical you are. You're not looking at your gifts or abilities or your life in a magical way, and it is very magical. I feel like a lot of maybe magical things happen to you that you kind of brush off, or you don't really pay attention to, you don't see it in a magical light, but it is magical, and you have manifested that. You bring everything into your reality, you know. And even if you have a lot of conflict, whenever you get past this conflict brings abundance, because I do feel like you can manifest a lot of conflict, not anything serious. It could be just like competitiveness, or like debates or something like that, or just like conflict with others, just bothersome details that it's like very petty. But even through these petty conflicts with others, you become abundant. Like you see yourself out of it, you see your way out of it very abundantly. Like it's like you always win even when you think you're gonna lose. Now with the groundhog spirit here, it is in reverse, and it does say time to let go. So I'm getting here that I feel like you have the ability to let go of things that are past their prime, past their time. You know, everyone and everything comes in your life for a time, a reason, or, you know, not for a time, for a lesson, or no, what am I trying to say? Everything comes in your life for a reason, you know, for a season or for a lifetime. Okay. And I feel like sometimes you have a hard time letting things go, because this kind of means like you always, like not always, but you have a tendency to put effort into revising something that has already passed, that has already died, that is already over, and you just can't let it go because something about time. This could be a relationship, this could be a situation, it could be anything, it could be a belief, it could be a habit, whatever. But whatever it is, I feel like you hold on to it a little bit too long, and you have the ability to let it go, but for some reason you just hold on to it. And I don't know if it's because of the competitiveness with the 5 of fire here, that you feel like if you just put in more effort you can be abundant, and you always end up abundantly. So even when you put in more effort into something, even though it's past its prime and it's past its due date, whatever, you still come out abundantly. But I feel like spirit's trying to say, like, you don't have to put in so much effort with things. I feel like magic, things come into your life as magic, and I feel like you may put in a little, why can't I speak today? Oh my God, a little bit too much effort than what is needed to make this abundance happen for you, because it's already happened, because you already put your mind to it that you want to be abundant. And so maybe you just feel like you have to put in more action, maybe because, you know, people around you are putting in action and you just kind of want to be a part of that or something like that. I don't know, but you don't really need to put in that much effort, like actual effort, into a situation, relationship, for it to be abundant. You know, you do what you're guided to do. And the fact that you've already thought about it, you've already put in that effort through thought, means it's already going to manifest, basically. I don't know. I feel like you have a tendency to maybe see things through a specific way, based on what is familiar, based on who the people around you. So, you know, with this ability, I do feel like you have to be careful, because you could have even though you're a powerful manifester, like you attract a lot of different thoughts, a lot of different ideas, which is the 5 of fire, you know, basically the 5 of wands. You attract a lot of different people, a lot of different situations to you, and you can adapt to it really easily if you don't hold your power. Like the magician holds its power. It knows its power comes from your inner self. You have all the resources within you to create the abundance. You don't really need outside influences or outside resources to help you be abundant. It comes in, but you don't need to put in the same effort as everybody else. I hope that makes sense. Like, you're just a very powerful, magical being. And, you know, it's just time to accept that. I feel like maybe you accept it, but only to a certain level, only to a certain percentage you accept it. And, you know, I feel like you just hold on to a lot of past situations, or a lot of things, like I said, a lot of things that are familiar, a lot of past situations that are very conflictual to you, or are very aggressive, or very competitive. You don't need to be competitive. You know, it's almost like, you know, what's for you is for you, but you still engage in competitive behaviors, or just things that are familiar to you, that things that society do, that people around you do, even though you know that the power of your mind and the power within you, you know that you're abundant. You don't need to fight for your abundance. You know that you're worthy of it. You know that you deserve it, just because you're here on this earth and you're a child of, you know, God, source, creator, whatever your higher power is. You know it, but you still engage in conflicting behaviors. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. So basically, you just need to allow yourself to feel when something's over, when something, you don't need to hold on to something anymore. You hold on to maybe a lot of grief about something, or a lot, you just do a lot of familiar things. So this could be a new spiritual ability that you're coming into awareness of, because I do feel like you're still holding on to old ways of doing things, and you have a new way of doing things, or a new perspective in something, and you've seen it work, but you're still kind of engaging. It's like you're in two different worlds. You're engaging in the laws of the universe, but you're also engaging in the laws of the 3D realm, which is like, okay, but the laws of the universe always out trump the laws of the earth, which I feel like, you know. So it's like, you can incorporate, you know, you can work with others. No one's saying you can't work with others and collaborate with others, but the competitiveness, I feel like you don't need to compete for your abundance. It's already yours. You already, once you set your mind to it, like I said, you already receive it. It's already yours for the taking. So I just feel like, you know, Spirit just wants you to know that you can experience joy, you can experience abundance, excitement through just letting go, through just transitioning from the old to the new way of seeing the world. Like, you're still going to be abundant, even if you don't put in a lot of effort, even if you're not competitive, even if you don't put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're thinking like you have to put out your resume to like 8 different places, but I feel like you have an awareness or an ability, or you're learning this new ability where you intuitively know, put your mind to the job you want, the pay you want, and this, I'm just using it as an example. You can use this through any situation or relationship, but set your mind to the pay you want, the job you want, the circumstances you want, feel that vibration, embody that, and it will come to you, instead of just like you putting out your resume to like 30 different jobs that you don't really want, but you're just doing it because you just think it's familiar to you. You know what I mean? It makes you feel like you're doing the right thing, quote unquote, like you're a part of society. But it's like, you don't need to do that anymore. It's like old ways of doing things. You have a new way of seeing the earth, seeing the world, seeing yourself as very abundant and a very powerful manifester. The magician is a powerful manifester. It can manifest anything. Even if it comes into conflict with others, it knows that it doesn't need to adapt to the way other people do things. It doesn't need to engage as much energy, because it knows what's for you is for you. It's almost like people around you are saying like, how are you supposed to get this and this if you don't do this and this? And it's just like, all you're doing, or all you're meant to be doing right now, is to just sit with the vibe that you are abundant, you will get this, and just know it intuitively, and it will come to you. You don't have to chase things. You don't have to fight for things basically anymore. You just have to sit with it, know you deserve it, believe that you deserve it, know that you deserve it, put the intention out there, and then just wait. And then divine timing with this TikTok here, this is all about things happening right when they're supposed to. And you just know that when you're meant to receive your abundance, you will receive it. And it'll be right on time. It'll be perfect timing, basically. And it's just, you just know, like, timing is everything. And if something doesn't happen in the right time, then it's not meant for you. You're not meant to engage in that. You're not meant to kind of distract yourself with that. You know that what's meant for you will be for you. It'll never miss you, basically. And I feel like you're having a hard time, like, with your old ways of doing stuff, because I do feel like this is a new ability, a spiritual gift that you're working with. You're like testing out, and you know it works, but it's just kind of like, I feel like it's just people around you distracting you or reminding you of the old ways, and you're just having a hard time with that. But anyway, like I was saying, like, yeah, I feel like this is just I feel like you're in a place of like new growth and promising yourself new beginnings, the birthings of new beginnings and endings. There's like there's something I about here about beginnings and endings. I feel like you're very much aware about beginnings and endings. What's meant for you will be for you. Um, you're very goal oriented as well, and that is a spiritual gift. Like, you, when you have a goal, because it's part of your magician ability, it's part of your magical, the magic within you is to have a goal. So when you set your mind to a goal, you will achieve it through guided effort, not through kind of like competitive or aggressive conflicting efforts, not through bothersome details. It's almost like it's a saying, it's not how you go about the abundance, but it's just about you knowing the abundance is yours, and that you'll receive it when it's time for you to receive it, and you know that you'll never miss it. It'll never miss you. It'll come to you. Like, you are just so powerful. You just attract abundance, and it can come through different sources, different resources, and you're aware of that. But I feel like you're still holding on to like it coming through a specific way, a specific resource. And I feel like you just have the ability to for your abundance to come through many different resources in many different ways at random times, but always right on time, is basically what I'm saying. But I also feel like you're very hardworking. You love to learn new skills. You love to learn. So I do feel like this is a new skill of yours, where you're learning about the law of attraction, the law of manifestation, and this is a new skill, and you will be rewarded for it, because you're always rewarded for it. I feel like you're just always getting rewards. You're always getting abundance. I feel like you always want to learn all there is to know about a topic. You could be going back to school or getting your degree, and even in doing so, you will be abundant. You know, you may just be going about it in a different way than the norm, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? You're going about it the way, through the laws of the universe, through the laws of attraction type of way, instead of going through it in like a very 3D earthly vibe I'm hearing here. But yeah, that is what I see for you guys. Like, you're just very hardworking. You're very you like to study things. You like to learn things. You like to. I also feel like you like to collaborate, but not to the point where you're like thinking that the only way for you to get this abundance is through collaborations, because you can get abundance by yourself. Like, what's for you is for you. It's almost like realizing that what's for you is for you, like I said, will never miss you, and no matter how you go about it, you'll always receive the abundance that is yours, because it is yours. You deserve it. You own it. You've claimed it. It was yours before you even, came and like were brought on this earth, basically. So yeah, that is what I see for you guys. It's just very powerful stuff. You're very powerful. I feel like you're very powerful in your mind, your third eye. You're very powerful in what you want to attract. Like, you can attract a lot of abundance. And if you're not aware of this, I'm telling you, you can. You just have to put your mind to it. You have to study. Maybe you want to study the law of attraction, or study the laws of the universe more to work in your favor, so you can get this abundance, because I do feel like there's something you're holding on to that's not working for you anymore. And so you're just like, there has to be another way. There has to be something I'm missing about abundance, how to receive abundance, how to attract more abundance. So yeah, that is what I see for you guys. So I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If not, you can pick out another pile if you feel guided to do so. I am sending you guys so much love and light. I want to say thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care.